Alright, what's going on everyone? Matt here for the Matt Film Show. Guys, I need you to make sure thumbs up, subscribe if you guys like. Let's get right into today's video. And then today, I'm going to be giving you guys my review on Jurassic World Rebirth. The fourth installment in the Jurassic World franchise that started all the way back in 2015. That starred Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and T.Y. Simpson. I really enjoyed Jurassic World, the first one, and with Chris Pratt. You know, Chris Pratt, that was when Chris Pratt was starting to become very, very popular. He wasn't that mainstream popular. You know, he had a success the year before with Guardians of the Galaxy, playing Star-Lord. And now in the Jurassic World franchise, now he's a worldwide known actor now. And I really enjoyed Jurassic World, and that was a really good movie. I think it was like 30 years later from the last one, or 20, I think it's 20, because I think the third one, Jurassic Park 3, came out in 2001. So, but I really enjoyed the Jurassic Park movies. The original Jurassic Park by Steven Spielberg with Laura Dern and Sam Neill. Those guys, classic movie. I love Jurassic Park. I love the original film, and the other ones, the sequels, are great as well. You know, who doesn't love dinosaurs eating people? I think that's so cool. I think people love seeing that. I like seeing that. You know what I mean? Obviously, dinosaurs don't exist in real life, but, you know, they were able. Steven Spielberg is the king of the directors, and he's a real great director and filmmaker. I love Steven Spielberg, and he did a great job with those three Jurassic Park movies. Obviously, he did obviously John Williams with the classic theme song. John Williams, great composer. He was the guy who did the theme song for Jurassic Park and Star Wars and Indiana Jones. I think he also did the theme song for E.T. I think for Back to the Future. For a lot of those classic movies, theme songs that he made. And John Williams kills every theme song. He kills it overall. And so they did a Jurassic World, right? A reboot, I would say. I think they consider it the fourth installment of Jurassic Park, now Jurassic World, with Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, T.Y. Simpson. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the first one. I think the second one came out, Fallen Kingdom, which I remember enjoyed that one too. Then the third one came out 3 years ago, Dominion, and it was like the weaker one. It was part of the weaker one. It was a little bit of a letdown. Obviously, the first Jurassic World was great. The second one was kind of a little bit better, but this one was a little bit weaker. But the thing I really enjoyed about Dominion was they brought back Sam Neill and Laura Dern and what's his name, Jeff Goldblum, the original cast, with Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. And so them meeting together is kind of like a No Way Home situation for Jurassic World, for Jurassic Park or World, whatever. And so they were able to cross over Jurassic Park and World universes together. And I thought that was really cool, seeing them back again. You know, when they first appeared for the first time, Sam Neill and Laura Dern put a smile on my face, and I was like, so cool, you know, seeing them back. You know, they did that with Star Wars. You know, they brought Star Wars back, Episode 7, 10 years ago, and they brought back Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill. You know, they brought back the old guys coming back in here. So it seems to be like a tradition that they've been doing a lot in these other movies. Star Wars, Jurassic World, right? You know, No Way Home brought back Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield back, right? So it just seems like it's a huge part of tradition. It's been here for the past 10, 15 years, then bring actors back reprising the roles. I think that's great. You know what I mean? But, you know, even though the third one was a huge letdown, I still enjoyed some part of it. It was just a bit of a letdown. And for the most part, they did say that was the last one, right? They did say that that was it. There was not going to be no more Jurassic World for at least for a while. I was like, you know what? They're gonna come back. You know, Jurassic, even though Jurassic World Dominion, the third one, wasn't great, it still made $1 billion. I think the first Jurassic World made over like 1.5 billion. I think Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom made a little bit less, I think, or I can't remember, around the same time. But Jurassic World Dominion did make $1 billion, not a lot like Jurassic World or Fallen Kingdom, but it made $1 billion. So Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, the Jurassic franchise, Jurassic World or Park, whatever you want to call it, it's a multi-billion-dollar franchise. And even though they said that Dominion was the last one, they're gonna make another one. They are. Universal loves the money. People love money. People want money. They make money. Dinosaurs eating people make money. People want to see that. Doesn't matter if the last one was not that great. People want to keep seeing dinosaurs eat people. That's what they want to see. So even though they said Jurassic World Dominion the final one, it wasn't the final one. I knew that they were going to come, but I didn't know that they were going to do it so soon. I didn't know that they were going to do it this soon. 3 years later. Jurassic World Rebirth. 3 years later. I kind of thought they were going to take a break from Jurassic World. I kind of thought they were going to maybe take like a 10, 15-year break and bring it back. But they took a 3-year break here. So it was okay, it's not what I was expecting that, like I said, I was expecting them to take 10, 15, 20, 30 years for another one. But 3 years break, why not? Bring it back. People love, like I said, people love dinosaurs eating people. People are into that. People love that. People love dinosaurs. So I'm going to tell you guys the premise of the movie. And obviously the movie, you guys do not know, it's distributed by Universal Pictures. The cast and what do I think about the casting and the characters and all that and the overall movie itself overall. So the premise is a team led but covered operations expert hired by a pharmaceutical company to collect dinosaur DNA to remote island. The island is formed in Gen research facility where dinosaurs have been left to mutate and evolve. The company claimed that DNA is for developing a cure of heart disease. The mission quickly becomes dangerous as the team encounters both mutated dinosaurs and the company's true nefarious intentions. The movie stars Scarlett Johansson as Saul Bennett, Jonathan Bailey as Dr. Henry Loomis, Luna Blaze as Tessa Delgado, Mahershala Ali as Duncan Kincaid. So basically the main three characters are Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, and Mahershala Ali. Those three are the main cast, just how Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and I forgot the other one, were the main cast. These are the new main cast for this new Jurassic World. And for the most part, I thought they did a great job. I thought Mahershala Ali was great. I thought Scarlett Johansson was great, and Jonathan Bailey. I think this is my first time hearing of Jonathan Bailey. I might have heard from him in another movie. I might have watched him in another movie. I can't remember the top of my head. But for the most part, this is my first time hearing about him. And I thought he did great. I thought he was a great addition to this cast, to Jurassic World, what they were able to bring here. Scarlett Johansson, you gotta love her. She played Black Widow, obviously, in the MCU. She is a great actress, and I thought she was a great addition here. It was interesting when they announced that she was going to be part of this, because I was like, Scarlett Johansson, really? Jurassic World? Like, why not? You know what I mean? She did great in the MCU. She wants to take a part of another franchise, Jurassic World. It's a great franchise. You know what I mean? Dinosaurs. Who doesn't want to join a franchise of dinosaurs, of people eating dinosaurs or chasing dinosaurs? People want to see that. And I'm sure Scarlett Johansson's like, yeah, I want to be part of a movie about eating dinosaurs, chasing dinosaurs. Why not? Got Mahershala Ali, 2-time Academy Award winner, 2-time Mahershala Ali. Blade. Oh man, he's supposedly going to be playing Blade. Oh man, Blade, if you guys do not know, Blade is a movie that's going to be part of the MCU, supposedly. And that has been announced the past 7 years, 6-7 years, Blade was announced. And 2019, I believe, in Comic-Con was when they announced Blade. They announced it towards the end. And Blade was supposed to be released in 2022 or 2021 or something like that. And we're in 2025, 4 years later. No updates on Blade. Blade has begun so many rewrites, so many writers and directors, writers leaving, directors leaving, and we're in 2025, and no update or no status on Blade. Mahershala Ali keeps saying that Blade is happening. Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios and Disney keep saying that Blade's happening. We're in 2025. No announcement, Blade. You know something about Blade is every movie that was announced in 2019, okay? Throughout the Multiverse Saga, when they announced all the movies announced for the Multiverse Saga, has been released. Has been released. There's been a couple movies that have not been released, like the Avengers movies, blah, blah, blah. But majority of all the movies that were announced in 2019 have been released, except for Blade. To be honest, I do not understand what's the holdup with Blade. I remember watching Wesley Snipes' Blade, and the first one, and I enjoyed it. Rated R, vampires, is a vampire superhero. You guys probably know who Blade is. I know a lot of people love more, Wesley Snipes. Obviously, I loved seeing him and coming back as Deadpool and Wolverine. A little bit older now, but you know what I mean, still killed it as Blade. You know, and I just didn't understand why they taking so long with Blade. You know what I mean? Fantastic Four was announced the same year, and Fantastic Four is coming out in a couple weeks. They announced all these Marvel, every single movie came out. Black Widow, The Eternals, Captain America: Brave New World, Thunderbolts. All the movies that were announced they came out from Black Widow to now, all those movies have been announced when they announced Blade, and Blade has been the only one that has not been released. It's very funny. I don't understand why. This is the first time I've ever seen Disney and Marvel Studios having trouble in a project that they try to get so hard for them to get Blade made. I don't know. You know what I mean? I think the last time I heard something that Marvel had problems with a movie was Ant-Man. And that was when Edgar Wright left. But they resolved it right away because they hired Peyton Reed right away. And so Iron Man came out in 2015. I believe that was when the original was supposed to come out. I don't think it wasn't delayed, but they were able to hire a new director right away and get Ant-Man made right away. So I think prior to Ant-Man, with Peyton Reed, Edgar Wright leaving as the director, I don't recall Marvel Studios having trouble with a movie. Never. So Blade is the only one. Blade does not have a release date right now. As far as I know, I do not even know if the script is done or what's going on with the script. Mahershala Ali is 50 years old, I believe. You know what I mean? That movie was announced 5-6 years ago. He probably was 43, 44 when they announced Blade. Now he's 50, 51 now. You know what I mean? And no updates on Blade. They've been having all these announcements, updates on all this, but no update on Blade. Except it's happening. It's coming. So I think at this point, I believe Blade is canceled. I strongly believe that Blade is canceled. But I don't believe Blade's happening until I actually see official word from Marvel Studios. Yep, this is the first look at the movie, blah, blah, blah. Ever since that, I don't believe that Blade's happening. So I don't believe Blade's happening at all. Crossing my fingers, I want it to happen. I would like to see vampires in the MCU. I want to see Blade. Want to see Mahershala Ali play Blade. But I don't think Blade's happening. Now, I believe if Blade's happening, I don't think it's not going to be with Mahershala Ali. I believe Mahershala Ali is going to leave. He's already 50 years old. He's like, you know what? I'm not going to be Blade. Might as well join Jurassic World, $1 billion franchise. So I would assume, look, I thought Jurassic World Rebirth was a fun movie, entertaining movie. I enjoyed the movie. It was a little bit step up between Dominion. It was, like I said, Dominion was a letdown. But overall, I thought the movie was decent. Not great. It's a little bit weaker. You know what I mean? It was a little bit weaker, but a little bit step up from Dominion. So I would assume that Universal would want this to be another trilogy of films, right? So I would assume that they're going to make another 2 movies from Jurassic World Rebirth. I do not know what the other 2 will be called, but I would assume that that's Universal's goal. And if that's the goal, and Mahershala Ali, Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey are the 3 main leads in this new one, I don't think Blade is coming anytime soon. Because I think Mahershala Ali is going to be in track trying to finish Jurassic World, trying to do the sequel to this new one, the 5th one, and the other sequel. Would assume that they have planned for a trilogy. I don't think this is not just going to be one and done film. So it also depends on how this performs, Jurassic World Dominion was a weaker part, but it made $1 billion. So you never know, this might make $1 billion, it might not. I'm not too sure. Like I said, people love dinosaurs. People love seeing dinosaurs eat people, and they might have word, But I don't think the word of mouth is great. I don't think, like I said, it's not a bad movie. It's just a weaker part. I understand that they wanted to change it. I understand that, and I appreciate for them doing that. But it's a little bit weaker on the side. It had enjoyable moments. It had its moments, but I loved them going to the island. The world, it just looked really cool. The island and everything when they were in the boat and all that. Love the great new cast of characters. Love the dinosaurs. I just think that this was just a weaker part of it. I do think that Dominion, even though Dominion was a little weaker, still believe that Dominion was better than this one. But overall, it was decent. Like I said, I would like to see more of these movies. I love Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, so I would love for them to do another Jurassic World trilogy. I think that's their goal. I have not heard Universal announce a trilogy. The only one that I know is that they announced the 4th installment of Jurassic World, which is this new one, Rebirth. So I do not know if they have plans for a trilogy or not. Not 200% too sure. But, also obviously it depends on how it does well in the box office. But I do not know. But, it depends, I think a lot of people are going to have bad taste in their mouth because I know a lot of people did not like the last one. So it's like, I didn't like the last one. How would I know if I'm going to like this one, So there, you got those points there. So at the end of the day, I wanted to love this movie. I wanted to enjoy it a lot. I did enjoy some part of it. Did enjoy it a lot, but I really wanted to engage in it. But it was just a weaker part of Jurassic World movies or Jurassic Park. Nothing compares to the original Jurassic Park. I love the original Jurassic Park. Steven Spielberg killed it with that first movie. And Sam Neill and Laura Dern and those, right? So, it's up to you guys, if you guys love Jurassic Park or World, love dinosaurs, love people eating dinosaurs, you're probably going to want to watch this one. But if you are in the fence of like, yeah, the last one wasn't that great, sure, go watch this new one, the last one is great, I would say that this is a little bit a step up better than the last one. But like I said, it's still a little bit weaker in the aspect of that. So overall, it's a decent movie. Overall, but yeah, let me in the comments below what you guys think about the new Jurassic World Rebirth movie. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Superman is coming out. Fantastic Four is coming out. Superman is the most anticipated movie. I'm so excited for Superman. So you guys know I can't wait for Superman. Can't wait for Fantastic Four. And let's just hope that this last couple months of summer, they keep killing it. And the summer, because you guys know I love the summer movies. So yeah, that's my review for Jurassic World Rebirth. Make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys like. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this movie. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.